Hey Tubesters, it's RN4 Song, the Mormon Mystic, coming to you from the mysterious online. I wanted to do a quick video today because I know I didn't upload one Monday. I was kind of getting busy with preparing for the Sabbat and everything, so pardon me for not having a video uploaded. I do have two being uploaded. One for this coming Friday, tomorrow that is, and one for Monday. The reason why I'm recording now is because I actually have the house today. I didn't have it Tuesday, so I don't know. I don't think there will be any videos after Monday. I don't know. I'm going to try and start finding other ways to record. But anyway, I wanted to come on here to wish you guys a blessed Lammas. What do you guys do? How do you celebrate? Do you celebrate it as the day? Do you celebrate it as a season? I celebrate all the Sabbats as a season. So the way I do is the day of the Sabbat. I kind of do a salutation where it's welcoming in the season, and then throughout everything for every day from the day that it's observed up until the next Sabbat observance, I'll do one or two things or whatever in between time in the tide of the season that kind of correlates to what was done traditionally or what I feel called to do or whatever. Yeah, and so one thing that I've wanted to do since I roughly started this practice was I always wanted to make an onion braid charm. But I could never find one that had the stems on it. They were always cut off. And I mean, I guess you could use the ones that are chopped. I mean, you could take a sewing needle and I guess thread it through this portion. But I got some from the farmer's market, and they actually had this was from the first time at the farmer's market. But they actually had some stems on them. This past time they didn't have any, so right now all I have is 4. So it's not really going to be a braid. I'm thinking that it's going to... Whoops. I'm thinking I'm going to do more of a stacking type of thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking about doing, is having it kind of stack onto each other. And I will be using some red thread, so I'm kind of using the red onions and red thread. I'm trying to remember where I got this from. I think I got this from a dog food bag. I don't remember. I'm a thrifty witch. I kind of just I don't know. I kind of engage in practical magic, I guess. But anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And I think I actually will enchant it and say it on camera for you guys, because I really want to try and do that spell work with you. Yeah. So, how much time we got? We haven't even gone to 5 minutes yet, so. I think this is going to be something that I can kind of say it on camera and do it, because it won't take up a lot of time. And I kind of wanted to give you guys some ideas of how you can celebrate the Sabbat. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who isn't able to make one of these, so if you can at least see one, you can kind of live vicariously, I guess, through me. I'm also going to be doing some other videos. I found what seems to be a good gluten-free and at least vegan bread, and it's an artisan bread, so I really wanted to, I make breads all year round, so when it comes to Lammas, I like to try and make more specialty breads, especially since I kind of like to incorporate some of Lughnassadh into practice, and Lughnassadh is kind of in reference to Lu, who is the multi-talented, multi-skilled crafter, creative person. So I like to do artisan bread because it's a little more special. So that's a video that I'm going to be trying to do for you guys soon. I can't remember. There is some other stuff that I've planned. Another another 1 or 2 videos for Lammas that I'm planning on doing with you guys. But this is the first one that I want to do with you, so I think I'm going to start seeing how I want to lay these out. I think I want to do it roughly biggest on the bottom and smallest on top. This one looks a little longer, so I'll do it this way. And this is obviously a smaller one, so I'll put that here. So I'm hoping that they're not too fragile, especially since I'm only doing a few. Now, I'm not actually going to be braiding them. I'm just going to be doing one at a time and kind of stacking this thread on it. And I'm going to say this chant. I'm not going to say it over and over. I'm just going to say it each time that I'm working on an onion. So that will be a total of 4 times, since there's 4 onions. And the way that I'm doing this is that it's kind of going to be protection and love because of the red thread and using the red onions. Yeah, so I think that's where we're going to go from there. So it's really just going to be, I'm not really going to be talking to you guys, I'm really just going to be looking down and focusing on what I'm doing. So hopefully you don't mind that. Oh, maybe I should read the chant first. I'll also have it written in the description box, so if you ever have a chance to make it, or you want to, or whatever, and you can always change the color, and you can obviously change the wording too, depending on what onions you're using, yellow, white, red. I want to say there might be purple onions, green onions, or scallions, you know, I mean, you could just change it however you see fit. And what I found interesting is how this is a 3-couplet chant. So a couplet is, if you don't know, 2 lines of rhyme. And so then there's like 6 lines of rhyme. But it also, I found that there's kind of like this 8-7-6. It kind of has this, well, I arranged it into the descending order, but I realized that one couplet had 8 syllables, one had 7 and one had 6. So I decided just to kind of like bring it down, like go from 8 to 6. I don't know why. I just wanted to, honestly. I think I just did it for kind of like, oh, that's really cool, and creative purposes. So this was inspired by something I found online. Unfortunately, I originally lost it, so I had to try and roughly scrounge it up again. I found something that wasn't what I originally discovered, but I did remember one of the lines from what I originally found just a few days ago. It was like layers and layers of onion skin, something, 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 something. So that was roughly one of the lines that I remembered from the original search that I incorporate here. And then there was this part, charm of onions and of thread. That was from what I found actually just today when I tried to research it again. That line I just read was what I found today. So it was different, but I found a way to make it work. I was trying to find some inspiration, and I was actually mainly looking it up, not for necessarily chants, but for ways of how you do it, to see like how I could work with what I had. And then I just happened to find the chants that I did, and I just kind of used it as inspiration, but this is pretty much my own chant here. So I'm just going to read it to you, and then you'll be hearing it again 4 times 1 for each onion. And it'll also be written in the description box below in case you can't hear me, or you can't make out what I'm saying or whatever, or you just want to like write it down and save it for later or whatever. Many layers of onion skin, protecting all who dwell within. Charm of onions and of thread, bring in love, cast out all dread. Red onions, loving charm, whilst you're here, there's no harm. So basically the idea is that the onion is kind of acting as like a shield, and like all the layers are like layers of protection for all that dwell. I'm going to be hanging this in my room, and then I'll either take it with me when I move, or whoops, or I'll find a way to make a new one. So that's kind of what the first part's saying. Charm of onions and of thread, bring in love, cast out all dread. This is basically working with the color magic of red, and the power of the onion, banishing negativity, and red bring in love energy. Red onions, loving charm, again addressing the love. Whilst you're here, there's no harm. Again, it's kind of like reaffirming that love and protection intention that's going on here. Alright, let's begin. Many layers of onion skin, protecting all who dwell herein. Charm of onions and of thread, bring in love, cast out all dread. Red onions, loving charm, whilst you're here, there's no harm. Many layers of onion skin, protecting all who dwell herein. Charm of onions and of thread, bring in love, cast out all dread. Red onions, loving charm. Whilst you're here, there is no harm. Many layers of onion skin, protecting all who dwell herein. Charm of onions and of thread, bring in love, cast out all dread. Red onions, loving charm. Whilst you're here, there is no harm. many layers of onion skin, protecting all who dwell herein. Charm of onions and of thread, bring in love, cast out all dread. Red onions, loving charm, lost you're here, there's no harm. That's it, guys. I was getting kind of worried there. I was like, oh no. It doesn't look like it was gonna work for a minute there, but I think I got it to work. So that's what it is. And I don't know where I'm gonna hang this right now. I'm thinking at my front door, my entryway. So that's what it is. I suggest that you when and if you do this, you I suggest that you clean off all the loose dry onion skins first, so that way it's just you're not getting all that peeling happening when you're you know, wrapping it up. I actually really like this. Yeah, I like that a lot. So, I was afraid that this might unravel, but I didn't have enough to, like, wrap it around to kind of keep it tight. But I think it's gonna work. It's tied together, and it's been enchanted. I might enchant it a little more, even place it on my altar afterwards. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do this quick little Lammas onion braid charm magic video. I have no clue what I'm gonna call it. Maybe Lammas onion braid charm. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I upload it. But yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys because this is something I always thought was really, really cool. And I finally was able to do it, and I wanted to do some Lammas videos and Sabbat videos anyway. And maybe I'll share with you some of the things I have written in my book of the craft, which is basically what I call a book of shadows. It's the same thing, just a different name. So, yeah, so I want to kind of get that stuff written up and all together first, and maybe I'll do like a basic Lammas knowledge video or whatever, and yeah, I just kind of want to do some of that, and you know, maybe try and do a Mabon one and a Samhain one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do them all as they're happening within like a year. It might take me 2 years to work on it because I am going to be busy, so I don't even know I'm going to be able to celebrate Mabon and Samhain this year. But yeah, I wanted to try and see like what of those I can do and how they're going to play out. So I'm going to hang this up, but I wanted to say thank you for watching. If you liked this, I know it was a very different video. It was because I was kind of, you know, focused and trying to enchant and make sure I wasn't like messing it up. It actually came out very well considering this is my very first one, and I didn't have the adequate number of onions. I think they say 12, 10 to 12. I would probably do 13, just for the fun of it. Maybe even 9 as a minimum. But having 4, I think I just proved that you can still do it with 4. So if you like this, let me know with giving it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. I'd like to know how you guys feel when I make these videos. If you gave it a thumbs down, just comment why, and maybe some feedback of what it is you didn't like that you'd like me to change for the better. I like to take constructive criticism, even though this is my channel and I do have the final say, and I don't like to limit myself on what I upload on here. I still like to hear from you guys and let you guys have a voice of how you felt the content was. if you really like what you see, make sure you subscribe. Just make sure you bang the bell, because if you don't bang the bell, you won't be notified of future videos. If you're not comfortable with subscribing and becoming a sapling to the whole channel, you can check out playlists. I try to make as many playlists as possible, and you can check those out, and you can click on the plus sign or whatever it is, and you'll be following those instead of the whole channel. That way, if there's only one or two things that you're interested in, you can still get notified of those with those videos. I upload at the same time, so if it's something that's going on a playlist, I upload it same time, so it's not like you have to worry about being notified sooner or later or whatever. Yeah. Also, there's links to my Facebook, I believe. I believe I've added the Facebook on there. So stalk me on Amino, stalk me on the book, stalk me on the gram. Where else did I think it's just those three right now. I'm not a fan of Twitter, so yeah, not gonna happen. But yeah, feel free to check those out. I'm trying to get a little more involved with that. In fact, there's going to be something that I post on the like Christian pagan amino. So if you're a fellow Christian witch, or if you just are pagan and you like to immerse yourself with others, even if you're not Christian pagan, feel free to watch it. I mean, follow me on it, because I'm going to be putting a post on there soon. It's going to be kind of playing along the lines on the armor of God. It's going to be called like the full armor of witchcraft, and it's really cool. I don't know if I'm going to do that today, but I'm thinking I'm going to do it within a week's time. So yeah, feel free to check those out, and thank you so much for watching. As always, abundant and eternal blessings. Mwah.